Take 12. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Ralph's Automotive. 2009 Honda Odyssey. That is mine. I thought about not making this video. Yep, you heard me correctly. I actually thought about not making the video on account of we don't normally do this, but I want to make an exception here. Let me grab something. So, some people will already have recognized this. That is referred to as a Honda muzzle. And for those of you that don't know what this does, it prevents the economy mode in the engine to kick on by simply manipulating what the computer sees as far as engine temperature. You just put this in line and do a little bit of adjusting, and that will fool the computer into thinking that the vehicle is not hot yet, so it doesn't turn on the much frowned on economy mode. All right, this is fine. Personally, and yes, I'm going to talk about it. If you don't like it, find another channel. Personally, I have no problem with the economy mode. However, going really slow, it's annoyingly, I don't know, there's something annoying about it. It sounds like it's not going to be good for the engine, period. It kind of shakes. At least this one here does. So I don't observe this on the interstate at all. So I like the fact that it does give me an extra 3 miles, I think it's about 3.5 miles a gallon on the interstate, having it working. Okay, so that being said, short of me going outside, unplugging it, plugging it back in, it's going to be a nuisance if you want to go back and forth with it. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. There is a YouTube video with a gentleman that has done this, and I had entertained the idea myself before I seen the video, that is. So let me go to the bench over here and we'll talk about it. No, let's go over here. All right, on mine, I got a cavity right here that is open. There's another one open right there. I'm going to use this one or that one. They're the same. You can switch them. Doesn't matter. So the piece of plastic for it is right there. All right. Now, this is what we're going to install in the piece of plastic. And what this is, that's a adjustable resistor. All right. Basically the same thing that they use in the original muzzle. This one here is going to be adjustable, and it's going to be on the inside, so I can do this going down the road. Because when the key is on and you unplug the temp sensor, there will be a code set. We don't want that. This one will not set a code. So let's proceed with the, I did a little bit of removing on the inside already. I got to do a little bit more on the sides right here. I got to cut this out. I figured I'm going to come out here and put it in the vise, carefully put it in the vise, start trimming some more stuff out. What we're going to do is we're going to fit this just in the middle of that. Oh, not in the camera, just in the middle of that right there. All right. So continuing on, like I said, whittle all this out so that fits. I'm going to link the resistor that I bought on eBay. I'm going to link that in the description. Now let me pause you up and do this. If you have calipers, I flipped it around, by the way. You have calipers, that makes the life a little bit easier for you. And I will tell you what it is. Basically, we're talking 1/650 in that neighborhood of 1/650. Okay? That's our length of it. And our width is about right at 1 inch. So, if you happen to have calipers that help you a little bit, you can scribe it, don't scratch it. And my battery is about to go dead. So there's a 1/2 inch. I'm just going to carefully scratch it just a little bit. So that's a 1/2 inch. And remember, we said 1/650 here. So we'll take half of that. Come on. I'm not splitting hairs here. Careful with it. I say careful with it, and then I'll do that. So, oh, I'm sorry. 825 is your number. Or 0.825, that is. Now we've got, so it's a 1/2 inch one way, 0.825 the other way. Almost 7/8. Of course, we can't really use this, but well, I guess we could use it. Snap that a little bit. Really shouldn't have put the calipers up yet, because we do want to know what this is, and I'll measure it out for you. Like I said, I'll tell you what it is, and okay, 375 or 363. It's 375 is what it is. So 375 is 3/8. And when we drill it, we're going to want to drill it to that size. We don't want to do it any bigger. Easy does it. Carefully deburr it with the next bigger drill bit. We'll go ahead and see if it fits now. Alright, so we'll roll that a little bit. So that's, wow. Any bigger and it wouldn't fit. I mean, that fits just like right at it. Hopefully we'll clear on the back side. Like I said, I didn't say that. I did not take anything from anybody else's video. I'm doing this all fresh. I mean, there's nothing that I've taken from anybody else's video here. So, just to be clear about that. So, put your lock washer. We're going to put our nut. Let me get this tightened up. I have no clue what I'm doing here. The black plastic piece got to go on it. Me using a 13mm wrench. So we'll have to figure out how you want it to sit. So if it sits like this here, there is a protrusion here, and there's a hole in the plastic, so we have to get them lined up, obviously. I'm gonna leave that lock washer off of it, I think. So we'll have to where's my hole at? Okay, so there's a hole in the plastic here. I hope the camera can pick that up. And then there is, all right, so it's like this. So if you want to point it straight up, and I'm having difficulty with the camera today. So I want to point it straight up. That needs to sit 90 degrees. Well, let me go ahead and do that. Tighten that all up. Yeah, I've been jacking around with it a little bit, so lock it in place with a little lock. Not that I give a crap about that, but 0, 0. Theoretically, we'll test this out. pause you back up. So not splitting here over here, of course. That's like supposed to be like 0 ohms. All right, so turning it up a little bit. So moving that dial up. Anyway, I'm going to land this plane. You keep cranking on it, it's going to increase resistance. So that's what we wanted, nearly at 0 ohm. We go all the way back down. Anyway, enough playing. Pause you up. Actually, outside, first peg. Those are the two we're going to use. Whoa. Anyway, now I'm going to pause you up. So the next bit here is to get your wires from the inside to the outside. Now, I am not actually going to film that part on account of, I might tell you later on where I put it, but because there is many ways of doing it, I'm not actually going to tell you go here, go there. There's a many different spots that we can use for it. I'll turn the camera back off when I figure it out. I mean, turn the camera back on when I figure it out. I'm going to get you down here. I'm going to get you down and around. Up there is where I'm coming out. This is where I'm going through. Let me sneak you out of here. I removed the air box, unclipped some wires here, and you're going to have a problem with that. They do make extensions that you can use, but I opted to go the short route because right there where I moved the insulation, you see the hole right there? That's why I opted to go with it. All right. So that being said, that's up there by the brake booster. So you're going to have to, if you're going to drill right there, you're going to have an extension. I don't need an extension because I got a humongous drill. So that's what I did. Like I said, that's going to be your only problem. So pause you back up, continue on. So I got some of these, I think about 16 gauge wire. I got a gray and white piece of vacuum tube, which I'm fixing to cuss, but it's probably going to happen. Well, that ain't so bad right there. As a matter of fact, that was actually easy enough. I might even go longer. I cut a short piece off of it. I didn't think that I'm going to get them wires. I didn't think there was any way for me to get the wires through there. So I might actually try to use a real long piece. And the reason I'm doing it is really simply because I don't want the wires to rub where I just drilled a hole in it. I tried to clean it up a little bit best I could, but there's no guarantee that it doesn't have a sharp edge there. I don't think it does, but we don't want to take any chances on that. So I'm going to try to shove that through here, see if this works. And if that works, that's great. I can route this here. This stuff here is pretty heat resistant. And sure enough, it actually did go through. As you see, you're going to want to drop it in the floor. You're going to want to drop it in the floor. You're going to want to use WD or whatever you got, some kind of lubrication help you get that slid through there. And actually I'm going to have to verify and make sure that drill bit is just about the same size than this tube. So that makes it good. That should make it nice and tight. So pull the wire back in there like so. See if we can start it, get it started. Maybe pull it out a little bit more. Leave just enough to latch onto it. And I'm not super flexible anymore, guys. I'm getting old, you know. think this will work, but I'm gonna have to have some pliers or something help me get that in there. Maybe easier for somebody that, what am I trying to say? Somebody that's a little bit more flexible. It's probably easier to go do this from the inside out rather than from the outside in if you opt to go with this spot here. I'm doing it from here because I'm not that flexible, and just in case I'll end up cussing it, I'm gonna pause the camera up. I doubt it. Now that I just thought about that, I cleaned the WD-40 out of there so the wires don't slide around in there anymore, and I use a little black tape here, just a teeny bit. Hopefully that'll help me get it started. All right, on the Honda, cut your green wire on the plug. You understand what we're doing? We're gonna go use the green wire and get the dog situation handled. So the green wire is the one that, it's the feedback circuit for the computer. That's your green wire. So you want to tie the green wire. You want to make the green wire to where it goes to your resistor, comes back out, goes into the computer. It's really that simple. All you got to do is hook the other side up, and that will complete the circuit. So I got it running a little bit. It's starting to come up. Control here, I got the scan tool hooked up to it since I had codes a while ago. Let you kind of look at that a little bit. Looking at my coolant temperature. Get exit out of here and back to the codes. No codes in here. Oh. Oh, whoa. Oh, what's up with that? Okay. What the? We got us a scale from 80 to 250, as you've seen. All I'm worried about is that engine temperature right there. Like I said, it is getting warmer. Well, that is me turning the rheostat. Oh, you see it? I'm going to go back the other way. Of course, you just got to take my word for it that I did in fact turn the knob right there. I mean, I could show you on the dash as well, but I mean, right there it is, plain as day. That's what the computer is seeing. That's what the computer wants to see. So I can just dial it down a little bit now and kick it off. I'm going to end the video right here. Like, subscribe, do what it is you do. We'll see you on the next one.